All right, today we're talking about the reason everyone starts the gym, change. You want to change what you see in the mirror, you want to change your lifestyle, you want to change your mentality, you want to upgrade yourself. How do we do that? 3 things: kitchen, consistency, hard work. That's it. Hard work in the gym, train the right way, training intense, consistency. No matter what your plans are, you can have the best plan in the world, but if you are not consistent, it does not matter. Number 3 is the kitchen. Everything starts in the kitchen. Your diet starts in the kitchen, whether you're cutting or bulking. It starts with the calorie intake, it starts with your protein. That's where it starts. That is it. Now, if you want to have transformations like this, you need to bulk. You need to pick up the fork. You don't need to get fat, but you do need to bulk. Now, where everyone goes wrong with bulking is they jump 500-600 calories. They're, oh, I need to get big, I'm gonna dirty bulk, I'm just gonna eat anything and everything and get huge. No, you're gonna get fat and you're gonna look stupid. No one cares how big you are if your stomach's poking over your shoes. They don't care. You need to bulk the correct way. Now, how do you do that? 200 to 300 calorie surplus. That's it. Do not jump 500-600 calories. That's stupid. Do not dirty bulk. That is stupid. 200 to 300 calorie surplus. That is all you need. How do you do that? Track your calories. You need to track your calories. Stop thinking you're too smart for the system. Stop thinking you're smarter than the human body. You need to track your calories. I know it's annoying. I know it's time consuming. Do it. You cannot be on a correct cut or surplus if you do not know what your baseline of calories is. If you do not know what you are putting in your body, you are not going to find progress. Well, I don't want to bulk because I don't want to get fat. Shut up. You're gonna look like a noodle for the rest of your life unless you do it the correct way. When you bulk, only 200 to 300 plus calories, that is it, and whole foods and high protein meals. That is it. Do not dirty bulk, do not throw whatever you see in front of you in your mouth. That's not how it works. You need to eat clean foods, clean bulk, whole foods, and high protein meals. That is how you do it. How you train matters, and this is my favorite part. High volume foods, high volume workouts. You love it, right? You can train harder in the gym because you got more fuel. Food is fuel. You can train even harder, you can train even more because you got so much fuel in your body, you're feeling great, you're feeling full, you got a lot of nutrition in you, you got a big pump in the gym, it's great. Now, you cannot go in the gym and go through the motions. You're like, I'm bulking, I'm gonna get big anyway, I'm just picking up weights, doing the same thing I was before. No. Progressive overload, hypertrophy, full range, you need all of it. You still need to train intense. You cannot go in the gym and just go through the motions. Train like you got more fuel, because you do. Now, none of all this matters if you are not consistent. None of these plans matter if you cannot stick to it for a good period of time. Consistency. Well, how do I do that? It's all mental, right? Your brain tells the body what to do, not the other way around. You cannot stay consistent on a plan without a goal, without a purpose, without a want to, none of it, because you're not gonna want to do it. No one wants to put their body through pain. When you're not seeing that progress in that first week, you're not gonna want to get up and put your body through pain again. Sometimes you don't want to eat that extra 200, 300 calories. You don't want to, you're full, you gotta do it, right? It's mind over matter. That's always gonna be how it works. You need to be consistent on this goal or you're never gonna see the progress. If you're on and off on your plan, it doesn't matter how perfect the plan is, you're not consistent, you're never gonna see the progress you wanna see. Your mentality will take you farther than anything else you're doing. You need to build a strong discipline. Discipline is a skill, you're not just gifted it, you have to practice it and perfect it over time. You need to build discipline to get this done. Any change you wanna see to your body, it is not easy. You need to build discipline. It is not that complicated. You should not overcomplicate any transformation you are trying to do, cutting or bulking. It is not complicated. It starts in the brain, then goes to the kitchen, then goes to the gym. That's it. Now, with bulking, your main goal obviously is to gain size. When you are training, progressive overload is super important. Progressive overload is, in my opinion, 101 to gaining size in the gym. Okay, well, what is progressive overload? How do I really implement that in my sets? I don't really know a lot about it. All right, you either stick to the same weight and up the reps every week, or you up the weight, stick to the same reps every week. If you're getting 10 to 12 reps, time to up the weight. 10 to 12 full range of motion, good reps going to failure, upgrade the weight. Either way, you need to be improving every week. You need to be overloading every week, pushing yourself till failure every week, every set, right? That is the goal. You need to be pushing yourself to a failure. If you are sitting there just going through the motions, you are not gonna see a change. Muscle builds from tearing and rebuilding on top of itself. You need to be tearing your muscle tissue to gain muscle. Does that sound like it's supposed to feel good and feel comfy? No, it's tearing muscle tissue. The reason most of you don't want to bulk is because you're mainly scared of getting fat. And that's completely understandable. No one wants to be fat. The way to prevent that is by making sure you are just eating enough to gain weight. That is the goal. You don't need to be stuffing food in your mouth 24/7. You need to be eating the right amount to gain weight. That's it. To start your bulk, jump up only 200 to 300 calories. Focus on whole foods and high protein meals. Like I said earlier, that is it. Do not dirty bulk. Do not just shove every calorie, all calories in your mouth at once. Bulk the right way, bulk smart, do it right in the gym, and stay consistent. Again, all of this does not matter if you cannot stay consistent and work towards this goal. You need to wake up every day with a goal, a purpose, and a reason that you are doing it. Transforming your physique is, yes, it's the main goal, but mentality comes along with this, respect comes along with this, knowing you can achieve a goal and do something that you put your mind to. All comes along with this whenever you're trying to transform in the gym. Take this as a journey, really improve in all aspects. Discipline, hard work, in the gym, physique, mentality, all of it goes together. You need to be disciplined, you need to work hard, you need to push through pain. The lessons you will learn from any transformation, putting yourself through pain, will be a benefit. Bulk correctly, train intense, and be consistent. That is it. That's all you need to do. In summary, whole foods, high protein meals, only 200-300 plus on your surplus for your bulk. Train intense. You need full range of motion. You need progressive overload. And then consistency. You need to stick to this plan for multiple months to lock in. Then you can reverse it and start cutting. But you gotta get this done. Do a good foundation, accomplish the goals you want to accomplish, lock in.